Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to tonight's show of Talking Point. I'm your host, Syed Neaz Ahmed. Today in our studios, we have a gentleman who has devoted his youth and whatever left is of his youth to community work, social welfare. He is social care manager at St. Hilda's. We'll talk about St. Hilda's later. He obtained his graduation from Chittagong University, master's from Chittagong University in philosophy, came to United Kingdom, went to Liverpool, did his MA in philosophy again. I'm sure he has, we'll have to explore his philosophy of life, particularly of education. And again he did another MA in public administration from Liverpool University. A pretty qualified person and very well experienced in social welfare, and might I call him a social scientist. Welcome to the show, Mr. Enayet Sarwar. How are you today?
I'm very fine, and thank you very much.
Thank you for coming along
in such way.
And sparing some time for us today.
Thank you.
I know that you have spent a lot of time and effort in trying to improve the situation socially of our community, particularly in this area, in East End of London. Tell us something about your background. Why did you go into this business of social welfare?
It was by chance, I would say. On completion of my education in Liverpool, I had an intention to go back to Bangladesh, to Chittagong University.
Like most of us.
Yes, yes, but unfortunately I had to stay, and I was bolted, I would say, within this society. And then I tried to get in education. But unfortunately, getting into education, you need to have an educational, professional qualification, which I didn't obtain, and I didn't have time to do that. Actually, I spent a big amount of a huge amount of time in university campus. So I thought, no, that's enough. Go to work. And then I started my work first with Tower Hamlets Council as a very small job in education.
Right.
I was a student awards officer for a few years, and then left Tower Hamlets Council. There wasn't any reason actually, and stepped into charitable sector. My first work with charitable sector was in Greater Sylhet Council, with Greater Sylhet Council, an organization, a national organization people call it. It's a UK-based organization. I was a project development manager, first project development manager, and I worked there for 2 years, and then left that organization. I felt that I should go to grassroots level, because I was working with all leaders of the communities.
Yeah.
So I felt that I was actually stuck with the leaders.
Yes.
I need to go to the people.
We seem to have too many leaders.
Yes, we have so many leaders.
They say too many chiefs and no Indians.
yes. And then I worked with Hammersmith Bengali Association. It's a charitable organization, and then moved to Camden Trauma Center. This is where I worked. And then actually it was not a
Sorry to interrupt you. See, when you said Camden, we get an impression that there are not too many people of Bangladeshi origin in other areas except East London.
No, there were about 26,000 people.
26,000
people in Camden at that
Sorry,
time
while
I was there.
With your Shurma.
So I worked there. Yes, Shurma Center. It's a charitable organization again, and it was quite wealthy organization in terms of people's activities, particularly with cultural activities. They were quite well known for cultural activities. I worked there for about 4 years, and then moved to Tower Hamlets for personal reason in St. Hilda's, because my family was closer and my children were in school, so I had to spend time with them.
Right.
So I moved there. I was a director there, but I moved to a managerial position here in St. Hilda's at that time. And it became a passion now. Working with older people, and working with people of disadvantaged and deprived communities you can say.
When you say older people, I mean, what do you mean? What sort of age group?
50 plus people.
50 plus?
Yes, 50
50
plus.
plus people are not retired people. They are working, isn't it?
No, they are not retired people. And 50 plus people are not banded as older people. But there are a big, massive group of people within this 50 plus group. They are not on any particular track, any positive track.
Right.
So the projects where I worked and I have been working are trying to put people in positive track. This is what the aim is. That's the reason why I say 50 plus.
Yeah.
But my working remit mainly within the retired peoples, 60 plus people, older people, those who are retired, fully retired,
Right.
physical disablement and mental health conditions. So I worked with them mainly.
There are many societies or probably clubs in many areas. They're known as 50 plus clubs, see.
Yes.
But most of the members are nearing 70.
Yes. Yes.
Or well into their 60s, see. But this 50 plus, I think, is it just to add some sort of a prestige to the club, that this is not just old fuddy-duddies and not useless people, but these are 50 plus clubs, or for the benefit of the ladies who join that club, that no, you are not that old? Why is it 50 plus?
The reason why we call it 50 plus, because there is a big number of people, a huge number of 50 plus people who are not old people, but they are within unemployment circle, and they are not in any, as I mentioned, that not in any positive track. They don't.
They are employable but unemployed.
Exactly.
They are not unemployable.
No, employable but unemployed. Unemployed. So we work with this group of people. One of my projects called Link Age Plus.
Right.
It's called Link Age Plus. We call it Link Age. A link age meaning 50 plus people linking with their age group, or with the older people, or within their age group. So our job is to signpost people to various activities within the vicinity. This is what we do actually.
Right. What do you do at St. Hilda's?
St. Hilda's, we have got two sites of St. Hilda's. One is in Shoreditch and one is in Shadwell.
Right.
The place in Shadwell is called Shunali Garden.
Yes, this is where you are.
This is where I am. And
my researchers say that you are manager responsible for daycare, domiciliary care, linkage plus that you just talked about, respite care, and there's something like Bandhun project.
Yes, a mental health project for women.
With young women experiencing postnatal mental conditions.
Right.
Right. So could I explain what is daycare?
The daycare is for the people, those who were used to within the community, used to live within the community, but after retirement, due to their disability, physical disability, and due to their mental health conditions.
Or lack of care at home.
Yeah, they are within the home environment,
right,
but they don't have the ability to go out in the society. So our job is to bring these people into a society where they can mix with their peer group and can share their experiences, and then can do whatever they like for a whole day,
right,
so within a caring environment. So that is what is called daycare.
Can they go out?
Within the, yes, of course, under the guidance of the carers, they can go out. Yesterday we have been in Margate, seashore.
Yep. I thought that was mixing business with pleasure.
Yes, you can say that.
You can't complain that I had to go to Margate.
No.
And I was paid for it.
No.
But that's some of the benefits of being a social worker, isn't it? See, so you have to, for the greater interest of the community, for the greater interest of the people who are under your care, you have to take care that they are also entertained and kept in good humor.
Yeah. Well, these people, whole day, when they come into the day center, they have a breakfast first.
Right.
Breakfast. The breakfast is common breakfast, what we eat in our home. And then after breakfast, they go to the activities lounges. In activity lounges, they have got various activities. Older people play chess and play Ludo games, play carom boards. and some of the people
Right.
are very much interested in reading newspapers. So we have got care workers who can read who read newspaper, people listen, and people question. We have got television there. People watch Bangladeshi news.
Right.
More older people are mainly interested in Bangladesh, and we have got groups there.
Right.
Jamaat-e-Islami, Awami League.
Who are the main group? I mean, like, are they mostly Bangladeshis or from other communities too?
From other communities too. Bangladeshis, Indian, Pakistani, and very few.
Somalians?
We don't have any Somalians, but we have got native people, white people as well.
And they integrate well?
A few years before, when I joined with them in 2007, I have seen that the native people, the white people, used to think that this is a place for Bangladeshis. But through my Linkage Plus project, I started getting in people inside, and when they get into inside with the Bangladeshi people, with the Pakistani and Asian people, they started having their parties with them.
Right.
So, for example, barbecue party, Eid party, and other parties where they were entertained as well, and they found that that is interesting, and they started meeting with. Say, for example, an old lady called Gloria. I have seen her almost every day morning. She comes in for no reason actually. She just pop in and just say hello, boys, to or older people, and some of them just make responses. Some of them smile, and that's it.
They also join in, and they enjoy our food, isn't it?
Yes, sometimes they do. Sometimes they do, but they are not very, welcomed any time, because that is restricted, and these people are referred by social services. There are some restrictions.
Right.
The older people, those who come to daycare provision, anybody cannot go there. The social worker.
Thank you. On this very happy note, we'll have to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll definitely talk more about those very interesting people.
Sure.
Thank you for being with us. We have to take this commercial break, and when we come back, we will continue the discussion with our distinguished guest today. Thank you. Don't go away.